working in OB, I used to do that a lot, and I've been flooded with ideas that I had back then that I haven't passed on. And my brother's son and daughter-in-law just had a baby Jude, and she's been having some trouble with him. And I was trying to think of the things to do when you have a baby that's crying a lot, and I gave her this idea. One of them was I saw a video. It was of a guy with his baby on his chest, and the baby was crying, and he was doing the om. He would just do om, and the baby quieted down. And then I thought all the traditional ways of saying is you rock them, you pat them, you walk around. And I told my niece this. I said, these are, you can walk them around, you can take them outside, you can put him in the car, all these things that help him to kind of get past it. And then in yoga, I was thinking sometimes it's not about what we think that they're crying about. It might not be about gas. It may be that they're remembering something, because I do believe that babies remember things, because they do. They dream when they're newborns. How did they dream? Because they remember stuff. So anyway, so I started thinking of all these other ideas that I have about, what can you do when your baby's crying? And what did we do? Like we worked in the nursery in the middle of the night, and we'd have a baby crying, and the mom's not available to, in level 2 nursery, those babies are there for months. You're just growing them. And so there's nobody but us to really nurture them in the middle of the night. So she was really tiny. I would just tuck her into my shirt, and I'd go on charting and talking, and she would be in there, and she would have that human contact a lot at night. But if we had a new baby coming in, it would be very noisy, and she was in an incubator, and she could hear it, I'm sure, amplified in there. So I got this music called Dolphin Dreams. It was a CD, and I got a little Walkman, and I put it in there. And whenever a new baby was coming, I would put this music on, and it would sound like the inside of a mother's stomach, and you could hear dolphins, and you could hear water. And I'd play it in there, and she would immediately quiet down, and you could see her thinking, what is that? Her little eyes, behind her eyes would be moving. She'd be sucking, and then she'd wait, and it would calm her right down. So I thought that would be something worth talking about, right? So anyway, that was my share for today, and that one I'd like to share with other people. It may not be what you think should be, or what the traditional thing to take care of your baby to help it sleep or get through stuff, and get away from thinking it's only because of gas. It isn't. I think they have dreams, and they remember things, and they just need motion and movement to kind of quiet them down.